Hey, we got Al Uncle Casher. Okay, looks like we are live and ready for Mappy Hour. So welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. I am Al Uncle Casher. Okay, looks like we sorry guys. Half the time that comes in, there's no sound. Other times there is sound. So anyway, let's start again. So welcome everybody to Mappy Hour, our happy hour for those of us who love maps, also known as geocachers. So cheers, everybody. We have made it to another Friday.
The false start made me drink half my drink.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hmm. So cheers, everyone. Well, I am Lisa. Look out, Lisa, from Cache Advance, your host tonight, and our other host.
I'm JD Kid Vegas 19.
Yeah, so welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. So our topic tonight is all about summer travels, maybe, summer roads, hidden treasures. Yeah, Route 66. Yeah, what sort of adventures folks might be, what we want to talk about maybe what's coming up for this holiday weekend, or what you have done, some fun adventures and travel caching that you have done over the last well, over the summer. Tell us about your summer vacation. What did you do this summer? We want to know. So, but before we get to our topic, we do have notes from the field. We'd love to hear about what all of you have been, the short version, the 2-minute version, and then we can go, basically it's notes from the field extended is our topic tonight. So we can go into more about that. And, what's coming up too. But before there, we get started with that. We do have some ground rules just to keep everything moving along smoothly here. Yeah. As you know, just treat this like you would any other geocaching event. Keep, what you say, family friendly. This is being recorded. It's live on YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube, hey, YouTubers, good to see you guys. And if you'd like to join in the conversation here in the Zoom room, just raise your hand and we will call on you in order. However, if something comes up out of order, just wave your hand. Maybe you've got an answer to a question or something of that sort, and it makes sense for you to be called in out of order and just, keep the conversation moving along nicely. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just go ahead and type into the comments. Kid Vegas 19 is monitoring YouTube and will let us know. There we go. Will let us know when we've got something, if someone made a comment to pull into our conversation there. So, all right, get more folks in from the waiting room. There we go. Yeah, it's a good group tonight. This is awesome. Lots of folks joining us. I wasn't sure being Friday on a long weekend for a lot of us here in the US and Canada, I believe also has a Labor Day. They just spell it a little differently.
See you.
Yeah. So I think those are the main things. So yeah, otherwise keep yourself on mute if you're are haven't been called on. So I think we'll go ahead and start it off. We've got some hands that have already come up. So notes from the field, guys. Let's start with Robert, and then we'll move to Mike and then Shar.
All right. This 2 weeks ago, I attended the block party in Colorado. Got to see Hiking Seal and many other cachers there at the block party and had a real fun time. Based off of last Mappy Hours conversations where Trackables was a little heated, I decided to do a survey at Rocky Mountain Rendezvous with geocachers who I had not met before. So I asked them, do you carry all the trackables do you own to a events and to geocaches that you find, or do you just take some of them? About out of 200 people I survey, five of them say that they took every trackable that they have. 205 say they just take a few trackables that they have, not all of them. Finally, I asked, do you want it to be mission only or visit all? Where trackables can visit. And the geocachers said that five of them said that it should be mission only, And then 205 said they like the visits where trackables can keep visiting around and exploring. Rocky Mountain Rendezvous was a good block party. I got about 40 finds there. Um, that was really exciting, finding all the different caches involved. And then finally, I got 4 new Earth caches published in the Bermuda, Bahama, Jamaica, and Hawaii in order to bring some Earth caches back into the playing field after the Great Earth Cache Purge.
Oh my goodness. Well, you've been busy. That's awesome.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yes.
really interesting about those stats that you pulled up. Did anything jump out at you from that?
Just seeing the different people that prefer like trackables to stay mission only, where they're just dropped in a cache and only picked up by the person that can take it on a mission. But it was definitely people wanting them more to travel rather than sit.
Okay.
So you should hang on to that data and be on the lookout for when Groundspeak is wanting input. There you
Yes,
go. Hmm.
that's why I did a survey. I was like, hey, let's see what everyone else that I've never met before at the event thinks about this.
Yeah, cool. And it's a
Yeah.
great way to talk to folks that you've never met before. I love that.
Indeed.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks. Thank you so much. So next up it was Mike.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. Most interesting thing I did was back on thereabouts of Friday or Thursday, crazy trip, so I can't remember. I managed to hit Gilby, and apparently Hiking Seal had been there recently because I found her signature in a log in a pine tree.
Uh,
And so I got to meet Tricasius and brought along that friend of mine that I took to your shop there, and
mhm.
we ran into a bit of a problem. We wound up doing most of the area around Gilby because my friend is not premium, and perhaps 3 of the caches I was able to find in Gilby were not. So
Oh,
most he wouldn't be able to log most of them, so we wound up going around.
Hmm.
So I would have preferred to we found one Tricasius cache. Didn't really have a chance at the others because of the extreme density of premium only. So that did not make a good impression. So I'm not sure how much what the impact will be on my friend continuing to look into the game. So
oh, darn. Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. Yeah. It's only,
yeah.
was it $37 now, I think, for premium membership annual? I know it went up.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, that was a. However, it was fun meeting Tricasius, and we talked to him for a while and discussed some things, and he was impressed by my new technical toy that I may have told you about.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It must have worked. I mean, you're back home. You're on
Oh
the
yeah. Hey,
yeah.
some people may not have heard. I got a new gadget for my car that does really good lane keeping and effectively makes it kind of self-driving. So a 4,500 mile round trip to Seattle, I maybe drove 30 miles because of bad traffic and tight curves.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, that was really it. Just got to Gilby, did a few things, and there was one cache we started to go after and didn't really want to risk because he warned us, Cassius warned us about these signs saying uh, low maintenance roads and that going down those is not a good idea if you aren't driving, say, a tank.
Yeah. Sounds like our summer roads
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
it really. Just thought I'd pass on those bits of info.
Yeah. Well, looking at the chat, it looks as though both Mountain Goat 50 and Scott are going to explain how non-premium cachers can log premium caches potentially, but we'll save that for just a little bit after we hear from everybody else. So hold that thought. There definitely are ways. Yeah, yeah, he's holding it. Okay, very good. All right, next up is Sharon. Good to see you, Sharon. Or we saw you a moment ago. Are you there, Sharon? No. Okay, well, we'll come back then.
We
Next
go.
up is,
Okay, I'm with you now, I think.
there you are.
There you are.
Okay.
Sorry. I also am calling in this Northern California girl from North Dakota. The last 2 days, we have finished all of the Gilby Gadget caches as well as most of the challenges. And what fun! Oh my goodness, we had a great time. So we are grabbing a burger here now, but what fun. We had friends that are cachers that have wanted us to come up here for years. And so we did, flew up here, and we have just been in the playground for a good 2 days. What amazing caches, absolutely amazing caches. I think we got all of them except for the one behind the, right there at the park, fire. And I'm not sure where that one is. I hear it's a it's not one of the gadget ones. It's just well hidden. Anyway, I just wanted to check in before I went in and ate. So greetings from North Dakota.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you've had a good time. I know
yeah,
it's a place that
all
we need
fun.
to get to as well. And
Yes,
yeah,
all fun.
cool.
Anyway, I'll check out now.
Okay, well, have a good dinner. All right, next up we have Scott.
And no, Scott's not going to explain how
Oh, okay.
non-premiums can do it. They can do
Okay.
it. I just don't want to spend time. I haven't done it for a long time, so I'm not even sure what the current setup is. But set a couple caches, found a couple caches. But what I really want to talk about, the most important thing and to pass on to people is I got my first order of flash tags.
Hmm.
And for those who may not know, a flash tag is a new product from pathtags.com. I'm going to turn off my background there. So we all know what path tags look like. We know what they feel like. They have little ridges. They're full up with enamel and been around for 15 years. So if you haven't seen a path tag, um, you should be able to find them someplace. The flash tags are different. They're made with a process that takes enamel paint, heats it up, and binds it to the metal. So it's a different process. As far as size, weight, they're exactly the same size. They're exactly the same weight. Actually, the flash tag might weigh a little bit more because it doesn't have a hole in it. But it's they're they're very interesting. What's interesting about them is that if you do a path tag, those who've done it, you know that you usually I will go ahead and hire somebody to design it for me because they understand the colors, they understand how to do it, and they'll help me design it, and we'll send that off to pathtags.com. And about a week or so later, the people from China will send me a proof that said, yeah, this is what it's really going to look like because this is what we can do. With the flash tags, you just do them yourself. You go online, you put in your graphic and make sure it's nice and centered, and then you print it out. The other difference is, well, this one takes about 2 months to 2 to 3 months before you'll get your product because of the process that comes from China and so forth. These are made actually in Ada, Michigan. The flash tags are made in Ada, Michigan. Right now, their turnaround time is about 2 weeks. So you put it up there, it's approved immediately. What you see is what you get. If you make a mistake, that's what you're going to get. So so they're very interesting. And then the pricing is uh, looks the same and then it's different. The pricing for a path tag is $142 for a starter kit for 50 of them. That works out to right just under $300. If you add shipping and handling, I'm sorry, it's about $3 each. If you add three shipping and handling, it's just a hair over $3 each. The path tags are $135 for a starter kit, but you get 88 of them, and that works out to about a dollar 72 each. So about half the price actually.
Mhm.
The final thing that's different is the path tags just come in these little cellophane containers. The flash tags are coming into this come in this container, and they're actually round. They fit in there perfectly. I really like it because I can stick them in my pocket and walk around with a container of flash tags. And I haven't done it yet, but when that's empty, that's probably going to become a geocache.
Oh, I bet it could. Yeah.
So that's what I've been up to, and and again, want to stress this is an additional product. Path tags are still out there. If you love the path tags, you can still get them. The flash tags are a new product, uh, and they seem fairly interesting. They seem very well made. That's it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
talked with Chris Mackey,
Hmm.
who many of us know as a premier geocoin designer, and he was involved with the process of fine-tuning the flash tags, and spoke with him in person when we were out at Midwest Geobash, where they premiered the flash tags, and we got to see them. And yeah, so it was a lot of trial and error, but they were able to come up with a process for it to work. It's basically UV printing. Technically, it's very similar to how our um, cashkins are made. They're UV printed as well, but these do come from China. So of course, it's the tariffs that has brought this about. But sometimes, challenges in business makes businesses stop and pivot and come up with, new solutions. So kudos to the Path Tags folks for coming up with something. Even if the tariffs go away, we have a new method. Um, they're not molded like the path tags are or coins, but it's just a smooth piece of metal that's been printed on. But the printing process actually gives it a little bit of texture, so they feel pretty cool. And they are still magnetic, well, technically ferrous. So they'll still work in folks that have those specialty boards and things where they have all the little magnets and they can put them in. It'll adhere to a magnet. Yeah. So
And then the
cool.
one thing that I did forget, and
Mhm.
that's that they have unlimited colors. You can, if you wanted to do a gradient from yellow
Yep.
to blue with all
Mhm.
the greens in between, you could have them. If you look at my little background, you can see there is some gradient in there
Yeah.
in my path tag. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that's a really good point because that's something that we can't do with just enamels is a
Right.
gradient. It's a well made by metal that the enamel goes in one color. But with printing, you can print as long as your resolution, which JNLA mentions, as long as your resolution is good,
Yeah.
and high quality, you can print just about anything. And matter of fact, I'm gonna grab a coin that
Yeah,
was
we did
made
a
with.
coin that was printed that way. And so this brings the ability to you should be able to take a picture, a photograph,
Mhm.
and have that printed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this is one. Yeah, this is a sample, so it doesn't have any. It's actually made in China, but it's a printed picture, printed right on top of the coin, and all of the different gradients that they wanted. This was for the Issaquest Geo Tour here in Washington State, and this was their second order. Actually, they people finished all of the first one, so they ordered more. And I was really impressed with how that turned out, and it would be a similar, probably even better looking process that Flash Tags is using.
So, Scott, did you see Chris's question? Did you get the enamel on it?
Not
And
sure what that
Uh,
means.
I, yes, I mean, I believe it's enamel. Yes.
I just know that there was an option. They're giving a sale this weekend. I don't know if you guys have seen it with all kinds of discounts. And one of them is to get enamel on top of the picture, which I would imagine would protect it more. So I was
Clear,
just
yeah.
wondering what the difference
Okay.
was.
Do you mean
If anybody had
epoxy?
experience with it.
Yeah.
Do you mean epoxy?
It's called enamel on the
I'm saying
website.
enamel?
That's all I
Okay.
got at this
Maybe a
point.
clear enamel.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I did not, but what I did do is got the individual the vanity background or the vanity plate. Oh, that's not going to work. Anyways, it's a lot bigger. It's a lot easier to read.
Great.
It's yep. All
Cool.
right.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Scott. All right. We've got Melissa and then Jim, and then we'll jump into our topic with Robert kicking us off.
So last Sunday, I was going to head to a park because in the evening, the ballet puts on a free ballet. And I saw that they were actually doing a Cedo in the park, a different part of the park, but they were doing a Cedo earlier. So I went up and did the Cedo, met a nice family, relatively new to geocaching. This was their first kind of event thing. And they had two little boys. They refer to the boys as ducklings. Mom's geocaching name has duck in it. But that was really cool because, I got to tell them all about Bash and how some events have such good kid-friendly things that their kids would enjoy doing. So, people relatively new, but I was sharing some of the experiences that would be good for families. So
Nice.
that was kind of that was my geocaching week.
Okay. Awesome. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. Next, we've got Mountain Goat.
Yeah, just regarding basic members logging premium caches, there's several ways to do it. HQ's made it clear over the years it's perfectly acceptable. Like if you have a premium account and you take your 6 kids to the cache, they can log it, even if they only have basic accounts. I posted the easiest way to do it in the chat. So, and there are quite a few workarounds. The only drawback is I don't know if you can do it from the app. You have to go to the website and do it.
Oh. But if you're on your phone, you can just open up a browser
Sure.
and do it that way. So, and yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. I see the link there.
Yeah, and it's too bad that Mike didn't know about it because he and his friend could have found all those caches and logged them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is too bad. You guys have to make another trip to tell us all about it.
This is almost as big of an injustice as the weekend after I was life flighted off the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Our local geocacher says, there's life flight insurance. What? Yeah.
After that event, yeah. But we're insured now. Thank you. So Annette is saying that she can't raise her hand. So, Annette, did you have something for us?
I was just going to say that 2 weeks ago today, there were 8 intrepid cachers that had gotten off a cruise in Reykjavik, Iceland, and we rented 2 4-wheel drive vehicles that would ford streams and allow us to go to Iceland's oldest.
Wow.
And Skyhawker and myself and RX Gal and Scouting Forever in one vehicle, and there was Pacific Navigator and Pacific Carrots, HT Bob and 27 Jack that a lot of you in here know that were in the other vehicle. and the two vehicles safely made it over there and back. Yes, we did have some fun times crossing those streams, and each of us lost a front license plate that when we turned our rental cars in, we had to pay for the loss of the license plate because the rental company didn't fasten them on there very tightly. So I noticed that Pacific Northwest Navigators in his log said, heads up to the next person that tries this, you might want to use zip ties or something to tie down your license plate a little better, or else you'll be out another $150.
Good tip.
But it was a marvelous experience, and we were very happy to find it. And it has not been found as often as many of the oldest caches have, because it is like 300 and something miles out. And it's in middle of an area that looks like the moon.
Not to mention all the way in Iceland, so which is far for most of us. So awesome. Yeah, I've been following a lot of your adventures and what other people have been posting here and there. So looking forward to hearing from everybody at Bull Report.
So while
It
we
was a grand experience.
Yeah.
while we cut things short, let's let Robert hop on for his final moments, and we can get back to
What we did on our summer
yeah,
vacations.
excellent. So go ahead, Robert. You're next.
Yeah, what I did on my summer vacation was travel to Hawaii for Cash Fest. So that was an absolute thrilling trip. I didn't know if we would make it or not based on how much finances change and with the inflation and all that, but we managed to make it work and we planned that. Me and a group of friends did Rocky Mountain Rendezvous. So we're just making this summer all fun and geocaching, and we're gonna finish the year out with Geo Coin Fest in Colorado for our final big little adventure. So it's been fun. I haven't done like three big geocaching events in a row since 2023. So it's always fun to be able to travel to multiple events and see different people and different adventures that you can see.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's great now that, the world is open back up again and we're able to freely travel about as we can as it works into our schedule and our budget. So awesome.
Yeah,
I'm glad we went
next
to
year will be
Hawaii.
Savannah, Georgia for Cash Fest.
Oh,
Okay.
Savannah. Okay. Ooh. Hmm. I
Yeah.
have family there.
Oh,
Oh,
now
there
you
you go. Maybe I'll
I
see you
do.
guys down there.
Yeah, which I haven't seen in a very long time.
I can up that.
Yeah,
I got family in North Dakota.
you do. Heck,
Sort
you're
of
back
like sort
in
of
North
sort
Dakota.
of right where yeah,
Yeah, very
right
close.
near Gilby.
Yeah,
Time for
cool.
a family reunion next year.
I
Yeah.
guess so, a couple of them. Yeah. So then Colorado, back to Colorado then for Coin Fest is your next stop.
Well, yeah, they had Cash Fest in Hawaii this year. That was the only one I had to fly to and stay in a hotel. They
Mhm.
had Rocky Mountain Rendezvous, which was normally a mega, but it's a block party this year. That was in Castle Rock back 2 weeks ago. And then they're doing GeoCoin Fest again in the same Douglas County Fairgrounds in October.
Yeah.
And then like for Rocky Mountain Rendezvous, I know they're thinking about doing New Mexico next year to introduce a mega to that area.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. That's cool. That would be
Yeah,
fun. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, thank you. Ah,
you're welcome.
well,
Well, before we get there, let's say
oh, yes.
I've got a whole load of YouTube stuff here.
YouTubers. Hey, guys.
Hey, our friend Vince, he's on YouTube this week because he's in Holland, Michigan. I went to Camp Migo in early August and then went on a fun tubing event back on August 16th. So Scott, Vince is asking when you're going to come to Holland again.
Mhm.
We just made our reservations. I believe it's like the 11th to the 18th of October, and I'll put together an event, or maybe I'll just come to your event instead. So,
I like it.
Awesome. Yeah, cool.
Thanks, Scott. And we also got Jason and Mary Lee, Angel Bandit. They're listening and commenting.
Yeah.
I got Jim's link posted. And
Logging.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now I think we can. Have we done any geocaching?
Of. We have done some geocaching.
Can anybody that's on the panel tonight confirm that we've done some geocaching?
You did one of mine.
Exactly.
Yes.
That was awesome one.
Mhm, mhm.
That was a fun day. We were in a town called Wallace, Idaho. That was the star of the film Dante's Inferno. It's amazing how well they
Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak.
Mhm.
It's amazing how well they rebuilt from that.
Oh yeah, that's all rebuilt now. Yeah.
And
It felt like we climbed Dante's Peak.
yeah.
Heading up to
Yeah.
yeah, to the Pulaski Tunnel.
Yeah, tell them about the trail we went on.
Yeah, so um if you follow me on Facebook, I did post some pictures and a little bit of story and a couple of links about the Pulaski Tunnel Trail. And it's where Ed Pulaski saved almost 50 people, firefighters, during the big blow up, the 1910 big fire that we had out here in Montana, Idaho, and Washington. I think it actually was in Oregon as well. Anyway, like
Canada.
most of the Pacific Northwest was on fire inland. And it was crazy. And it's also what came out of these big fires was change of policy with the Forest Service, building all the forest fire lookouts and doing more preventative maintenance and trying to stay on top of fires and getting them out sooner, which I'm sure Tom can also speak to. And that's what look at Lisa, where that comes from. And I'm very aware of that story growing up around here. So this was a tunnel that when the fire came up, they had nowhere to go. It was coming through, and they had big winds that really fanned the flames. And Ed was a Forest Service ranger and firefighter, and he knew about this tunnel. It was a mining tunnel. And so he raced his men up there and got them in the tunnel, and they were able to save most of them. Otherwise, a lot of other people
Yeah.
did perish in that big blow up. So it's a 2 mile hike. And it's 2 miles, walk in the park. No.
Yeah, 800 foot elevation.
Yeah, which felt a lot more than that. And it was very rocky. It was a rough trail. The first part is actually paved. It is handy cachable up to the first cache or two, and lots of informational signs. So it was really cool. And then from there, it was just a really nice hike through the scenery. And it's mostly shaded. It was a hot day. It was in the 90s, but we were walking along a creek mostly in the shade, so it wasn't totally unbearable, but it was a hike. And we did film the September Geo Challenge of the month, so stay tuned. That will be coming out not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the first Sunday of every month for the next Geo Challenge. And we got 11 caches
Yep.
on the trail up and down. And then got Gems Virtual in the city of Wallace, which is also historic. The last stoplight on I-90 was in Wallace.
Between Seattle and Boston.
Yeah,
Was right
coast
there.
to coast was right there. And
And
it
we've
stopped
been
me
stopped by it many times.
growing up in this area for sure. So yeah, we had a lot of fun that day. It was a good day. And then today we also made a trip down to the lovely town of Oakdale, south of
Which
us.
is like the Gilby of what? Well, no.
No, it's not at all. That's too precious. So you needed a
Yeah.
where I go. Do you have that challenge?
Yep. It's
So we're working on a challenge where it's kind of like the jazz, no, not the jazz, but filling up your calendar, but with different cache types. And we realized all we needed were a couple of where I goes in a couple different months. And you needed one for this month. So we made a trek down there to get that particular one.
yeah. So what this challenge cache is the monthly variety challenge.
Mhm.
Stolen with permission from Prying Pandora by one of our locals,
What
Blue Meanie. GCAZ
A?
ZX2M.
Did I get it right? There we go.
And so almost like GSM X2, but
Wow.
wow, man, that's close, yeah. And so the challenge is to get these icons one in every month of a year. Get all these icons.
Mhm.
And I was short 3 months in where I goes and 1 month in I think a multi.
Mhm.
And so the hard part is setting reminders. You gotta do this or you gotta wait another year. And so
Thank
this
you.
is the one challenge that I'm not gonna let happen organically.
Yeah.
We'll get this one
Yeah.
filled out.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have both of us need another one in October.
That's it.
And we're thinking we might do one of the where I goes that we need that were published by this cacher as a
That'd be
poetic
neat.
justice of us claiming the right to fix this challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we did that and
And a couple other caches along the way today,
yeah.
there and back. And then there was an adventure lab in the tiny town of Rosalia, which was just a quick driving tour. So that was fun.
Mhm.
And then we had to like tuck tail and get here so we could be all with all of you guys. So made for a good day. He took the day off, by the way, extended
Oh, don't tell
weekend. Oops. Shh. Don't tell.
the boss doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Mike said
Yeah.
you stopped for supplies. Yeah. I closed I-90 shortly after you drove. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Okay, so we've got some hands up from
What do you-
people that are going to tell good stories instead of us talking about ours. So go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
Am I first? I thought Tom was first.
Oh, yep, it's faked out. We'll go Tom. Sorry, Tom.
Okay, so while you were in Wallace, Idaho, did you happen to see the ringer washer that has flower bed in it at the laundromat?
We've seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Tippins was down there last week and sent a picture of that. You did, yeah, he did his laundry down there in Wallace. You didn't make it up to see him, though. No. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So today I went to a community celebration event on the top of the here in Oregon, out of Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. And we made trail magic happen for a whole bunch of through hikers on the Pacific Crest Trail. We had through hikers from as far away as the Netherlands and Lyon, France.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and there was close to 20 geocachers there too. And yeah, we had a great event. Parking lot was full. Didn't have to shuttle anybody, but and it was a fun day. And so yep, I did get a cache published this week along 97, and I also put one out. I think it may have been published today. I haven't checked east of Lapine. So that's what I did for this past week.
Excellent.
Awesome. That sounds like a great
okay.
event. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, now we get to Chris.
Okay. You guys give me the hook if you need to, because you are the first group of geocachers I've seen since we've got back. So it's all going to come out.
All right.
Spill it.
All right. So for starters here, let's see. Can I? Oh,
Yeah, you can share.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So this is the trip. and I'll make that full screen so you guys can see it a little bit better. So starting Salt Lake, picked up some challenges here. We hit Denver, as we've already talked about. And Denver's so close to Cheyenne, we had to go up to Cheyenne and get the Cache Odyssey up there. And then the goal was Gilby. So, we had to get counties along the way there. And then all of that's Gilby and surrounding area. And then we drove home. So that's what it looked like. And then these are all the different counties we got. Yeah, and no, I haven't because those aren't all new counties. But it says that there's 50. And, so here's all the stats for all you stats wonks and everything I had in the trip.
We love stats.
All right. So first stop was Denver, as I've kind of already told you guys. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to stop sharing. There we go. Stop sharing. There we go. And the very first thing we did was work on the Denver Public Library Geo Trail. And I think I might have mentioned that last week somewhere last time between grabbing beavers. But it's a really cool geo trail, and there are some really amazing caches on there. I just dropped the link in. If anybody's going to Denver, and Robert, you're right there. I don't know how many of those you've already done, but holy mackerel, they're just amazing caches. One of the creme de la creme, it actually takes about 4 hours to do. It's a choose your own adventure, and you have to work through it. And as you're following the adventure, you get numbers that you're eventually going to use on a combination at the library. And when I got home, my coin was already waiting for me.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the central branch of the library at Denver Public Library. That's their logo on the back.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
and what amazes me, look at the date at the bottom. It's 2015.
Yeah.
They have not had 200 people complete the entire Geo Trail since 2015.
10 years.
Yeah. So get on it, you guys. It is so, so cool. They've put so much effort into it. And all the librarians were in on the know, and they love it when you come in there geocache because they're snickering because we know where it is. And it was the best time, y'all. And that was only the beginning of the trip. Then, as Robert told you, I got to meet him at Geo Rendezvous. We worked on the beaver caches. I got lots in show and tell. So that's the passport. And they had the little punches. And then after you did all the punches, you earned the coin. And I think their game plan is they're going to use the same coin every year for the Beaver Roundup because it doesn't have a year on it. And people from last year said that it's the same. They had an event out at Terriol, and this is hilarious because there are a lot of people want to get Terriol, but this was the event souvenir.
Oh.
So for those of you who have found Terriol, you get it. Terriol is an orange bucket.
Okay.
And then right down the road from Terriol, they put a matchstick tube container in one of these and put it in a tree and published the cache. They called it Terry Small.
You're killing me, Smalls.
It was all right, that's good. That's good. And then that's the coin from the event.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Big one.
It's big and it's pretty. Yeah, cool. So that was Denver. And then we left Denver, made our way across Nebraska, got a couple of Cache Odysseys. Man, have any of you done the Cache Odyssey Nebraska? That was a little challenging to figure out the hours on. So heads up for any of you, I put it in my log, but if you're going to do Cache Odyssey Nebraska, it says 8 to 8 on the cache page, and it makes it sound like it's in the Nature Center, which closes, it's 9, the hours are different. Bottom line, the Cache Odyssey is not in the Nature Center. It is in the hall beside the Nature Center that has much wider hours, but I would still call and double check on those hours. We got that one, but the one in South Dakota, the library closed the day that we got there for renovation until December. Missed that one. And then, of course, we made it to Gilby. And we spent 4 days doing caches, y'all. And it, of course, was as amazing as everybody said. We ran into a couple groups of cachers. Mike, I was looking for you, but I guess you were a day or two behind us. When last we spoke, I thought we'd be there at the same time. But I ran into Wisconsin Hibiscus and another couple of caches. I don't remember the names. And then there was actually somebody else from Utah up there that we'd never met her in person, but we'd corresponded with her. So that was crazy.
Oh, cool.
I don't even know where to start on Gilby. I mean, obviously several folks have been there. If you haven't been there, go, y'all. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. Mike, I put it in the chat here, but he has to keep them premium because most of his neighbors are really welcoming. I mean, they let him put the caches on their land, that everything's really cool. Like 99% of the people are very supportive of his efforts. But there's always one in every crowd. And he was actually telling us a story about the neighborhood jerk running over one of the ammo cans with his tractor and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's why he's got them all premium members. If you met him, you may have heard the same story. So yeah, so we were all over the Gilby area. We got all of those caches, and then in the process, in the process of setting up the trip, I also stumbled on the Pembina Walsh Historic Geotrail, which Tricaches helped set up. None of the caches are under his account. So they're like secret Tricaches caches. Only about half of them he did. The rest are kind of just normal caches at historic sites. So if you're into gadgets and history, grab that link. I made a list of all of them. It's really easy to get. Just search for North Dakota and PWHT Trail and you can find it. Yeah. So the pine tree cache, yeah, the guy has one of the huge pine cones that's from somewhere in California, one of the really big fir trees, and he drilled a bison tube into it. I'm like, no, I've never seen that here. Everybody in North Dakota loved it. And it was like, I might come across this before, but that's funny. So you found it the same way we did, huh? Interesting. So we drove up through those two counties. That was the day we went up to Canada. We crossed the border, dropped a whole bunch of trackables right across the border. A couple of them have already picked up. We actually saw the Cavalier Space Force base. And that is Tricache's virtual. So we'd already had it on the list. And just randomly, I was in Rhode Island on a business trip. I picked up a trackable that wanted to go to the Cavalier Space Force base. And I didn't actually realize we were going there because I hadn't read the details on the virtuals. Yeah, I'm like, it's Tricache's. I'm doing it, of course. And then when I realized, it was like, couldn't be more perfect. So the trackable accomplished its mission.
Yay.
And then I left it in Canada because there was no physical cache near a base. No surprise. Oh, which link, Annette?
Actually, both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, duh.
Yeah, you've got
Okay,
a
so
plan in
on
there.
mine, I just forgot to set it to public. Sorry, my bad. Hang on. As soon as I figure out the right button here. Public. There we go. Now you should be able to see it.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's the historic trail. The other one is not mine. That's Anna Jason. I can never say his name correctly. It's animation, but with Jason. And he's also a reviewer. And I don't know, Robert, you might know his reviewing name, but he reviews in Denver. But he is also an amazing cache builder. And many of those fantastic Denver Public Library caches I was talking about are actually his. So if you just go to DPL or Anna Jason's page, you should be able to get the link. I'm sorry that's not working. Let me try it one more time here. Works just fine for me, and it says it's public.
It's working now.
Okay. All right, cool. So both of them are working. All right.
Yeah.
Apologies. Okay. The one was my mess up.
Yeah.
You should have seen me try to run my printer
Denver,
today.
we did all that. I wasn't sure because when we left, I needed 380 some caches to get to 20,000. I'm like, there's only 281 in the trip. I'm not going to make it, But then there were a ton of labs published at the Geo Rendezvous and all of that. So the day after my birthday, August 22nd, that happened.
Yep.
Yay, congratulations.
Yeah. So that was kind of exciting. I wish I could have because he has some wonderful caches in Grand Forks. They're not gadgets, but they're really clever urban hides. Like you plan like half hour, 40 minutes to find the suckers. I mean, they take a while to find. And I really wish I could have ended up making one of those, because one of the ones that I ended up doing for the 20,000th, it had a lot of favor points on it, but somebody stole the cool ammo box and it wasn't all that exciting when I found it. So, you know, and oh, yay. So I hit 20,000 and then we went back to camp and collapsed that night. And then from Gilby, and we stayed in Turtle River State Park. So for any of you who are campers, it is a lovely state park when you go to Gilby. Camping's fantastic. Mosquitoes are kind of hungry in North Dakota, so keep your bug spray handy. Just kind of sitting outside. If you're not coated in camp, you're going to get eaten. Okay, so lots of bug spray. And I think that's why they have Gilby Gone Wild at the end of September, because the mosquitoes die down a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
So we went from there down to South Dakota and we spent a night in Custer State Park and we did Wind Cave. So we did some tourist stuff there besides finding caches. If you've never been to Custer State Park, that's another high recommend. We got to see the burros again. Those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, I'll post some of the pictures, but they're adorable. They had little baby burros and they were trying to feed them carrots. There were some kids that, why won't they eat the carrots? Because they were just drinking mom's milk a second ago. You know, so they were tiny little things. People show up with these 2-pound bags of carrots, you know, with all the signs, don't feed the burros, don't feed any of the animals. So, and lots of fuzzy cows and huge, great big herds there. And then from there, we started heading home. We were planning to camp in Casper, but we left Custer and Wind Caves early enough that Casper would have been too soon. So we decided to get a hotel in Rawlins. And that was both good and bad. We got a little farther down the road. And as we're driving from Casper to Rawlins, Mother Nature's fireworks, you know, it was a beautiful thunderstorm, you know, which they are when you're not right under it, and all kinds of lightning strikes and all that. It was really cool to watch. And we roll into Rawlins and it is dark. One of those lightning strikes had taken out the substation.
Oh no. No power.
So we wander into by the light of our phone, we wander into the front desk. We're kind of like, well, what should we do? Can we stay? We ended up spending the night there without any electricity. We still had hot water, beds, no mosquitoes, you know. It was an adventure. It was either that or 5 more hours to drive home in the rain. So we spent the night in a dark hotel. Didn't get breakfast in the morning. So that was the trip.
Wow.
Wow.
What a great trip.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go do Denver Public Library in Gilby, y'all. You will not be sorry. It's a lot of fun.
All right.
Okay. Good to know.
Comes highly recommended.
Yeah, for sure.
Indeed.
We'll add those to our list, our bucket lists that keeps getting longer and longer.
Lori, it was a pretty darn cheap hotel to begin with. It was only $50 for the night. It was like trucker hotel.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think they were capable of giving a discount. That poor woman behind the desk, she was clearly new at her job and had the manager on the phone. And there was some excitement.
I was at a hotel once that went out of power. It was in New Orleans, actually. Yeah, it was post Katrina, but yeah, it was kind of a nightmare. I couldn't get into my room for hours, like 6 hours, I think. Yeah, they couldn't even get me to the room. But anyway, yeah, so it's always an experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the gas pumps because, you know, all gas pumps are electric nowadays. So the first gas station to the west of Rawlins, like they actually ran out of gas at one of the stations and everyone was having problems getting there. So that was kind of interesting. So
interesting. Well, thanks, Chris. That's awesome.
Sharing all that.
We should get Shrida, I believe is how it's pronounced, waiting patiently.
Very patient.
Yeah.
It's Shraddha.
Shraddha. Okay.
Shraddha. Yeah. I'm a Buddhist minister and it's like Shraddha Dharma, but that's my caching name is Shraddha. I just kind of, because it's a little too long to put on most logs. So I'm a relatively new cacher. I've been caching for a few years, but because I live on the Big Island of Hawaii, And so we don't have a lot of caches here. And so I only really cache when I go off island. I've gotten most of the caches in my local area, and I still have the things that are 2.5 hours away to get. But my husband is a muggle, and he will cache reluctantly when we go places. I am lucky that I have a couple of friends who some of you may know, because Dolphinando and Little Princess are Dolphinando. A lot of people seem to know him. So I went with them to Cache Fest in Hawaii, which is my first big event, which was very exciting. I also want to say I got my 1,000th find when my husband and I were on a cruise this summer, and I did it in Scotland, which was kind of exciting to get my 1,000th on a foreign thing.
Wow.
We cruise a lot, and he'll go along with me, like, to get 1 or 2 caches places that we go, but he's not really into it. So I have to balance things out. Yeah. I'm hoping to get to Savannah. Hopefully if Dolphinando and Little Princess are going to Savannah for Cache Fest, I may go with them, because it's not really a lot of fun to go by myself. I mean, you do meet people, but it's, and we can all share a room. We're really good friends, so that's good. And Dolphinando is responsible, actually, I think they have it in their daughter's name, the Cache Odyssey. Cache here on the Big Island. They play, Dolphinando placed it, but I think it's actually under their daughter is Dolphin Princess. So I think it's under, she's 3 years old. So I think it's under her name. So I haven't gotten it yet. I'm waiting for my grandson to get here from, and we're going to go together, because there's another cache there that's in a tunnel. It's kind of in a cave, and I'm almost 72, and although I'm in pretty good shape, I do have a hinky hip. So I'm waiting for my 19-year-old big strong grandson to come so we can go into the cave and I will feel secure. He does do a little bit of caching, and his girlfriend does too. So they're going to be here for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to get to do that, which is kind of exciting. So that's kind of how I spent my summer, I guess. Caching, I got caches all over. We went circumnavigated Great Britain. I also got caches. Before that, we did a train trip from Washington, D.C. to Providence, Rhode Island, which is where I went to college. I had my 50th college reunion, was at Brown University, and there weren't any. When I kept looking, there were no caches anywhere near the college at all. I was going to have to take a cab or something in order to get something in Rhode Island, because I wanted to get at least one in every state I went to. Oh, yeah. And about 3 weeks before college reunion, some student put one right on campus. Yay! Yeah. And it was a little bit of a gadget cache. This is my favorite. We only have one or two gadget caches here on the island, so I don't get to do them very often. I was lucky. I'm friends with Annie Oregon, who some people know, in Seattle. And my first trip, when I was there for something else, she took me around. We did gadget caches all over West Seattle. She arranged this whole geo tour, a private geo tour, which was just amazing for me. Last time we did the new geo tour from headquarters, because that had just been published and she hadn't even done it yet. Wow. So.
Yeah, that's too bad, because West Seattle, in Seattle, they don't have very good gadget cache makers there.
No.
Oh no, that was amazing. Are you one of them?
No, it's just we know them both, and they're
okay.
Yeah.
I got to meet people at a meet and greet. She took me to a coffee. The very first thing she picked me up at my friend's house where I was staying. And then we start very early in the morning. I mean, we cached for like 16 hours into night so I could do her nighttime cache in a park. It was the most amazing day I've ever had caching. Wow. It's like I didn't even know this woman. We had just met when she was here on the Big Island a couple years ago. We met at a meet and greet thing and traded information. And then when I went to Seattle, she just spent the whole day with me, which I just want to emphasize this is one of the most friendly groups of people I've ever been involved with. Yeah. And so I wanted to invite, if anybody comes to the Big Island, I mean, I have a 4-wheel drive truck. I'm happy to take you up to Mauna Kea to the observatory. But for those people who may have already gone up to the observatory, because it's pretty popular, there's a side road up to the side of Mauna Kea on the other side, which Little Princess and I did. Dolphinando had done it, and that's a whole story on their side, because he shouldn't have done it without her, but he did, because he had access to 4-wheel drive. He should not have done it without her. But because he did, she called me up and said, "Hey, you got a truck, let's go." And which I do. It's getting up to the observatory isn't really that bad. You need 4-wheel drive because the rangers make you do that. It's actually not that bad, although 4-wheel drive is a good idea. This one, it's an e-ticket. Lola, you put your, it's the one of the bumpiest, worst roads I've ever done, but it's also spectacular. We saw fields of silver sword. It's glowing in the sun. It's just amazing. And some really amazing views and spectacular caches, some really cool caches that we got going up. And I would be I'm happy if anybody contacts me. There's my caching name is there. You're welcome to reach out. And I'm always happy to take people around. I love this island and I love what we have here. And I would take you to our one gadget cache in Waimea. It's a good one. It's really cute.
So
Awesome.
what do you think about Adventure Labs then? Have you been doing those?
I do. Whenever I see them, I do them. They're kind of easy to do. My husband is more agreeable about those.
That's why I bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I grab those when I can, because they're kind of fun and easy and easy to do. And they're usually taking us places that he would want to go see anyway, or they're in a place. So yeah, so he's pretty good about that. He'll come along for I can go and do anything I want, obviously, but if we're on vacation together, the object is to do things together.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm glad I have some friends who cache, but it's it can be hard. It can be hard when he doesn't really want to. That's why if they go to Savannah, it's not necessarily someplace that I would necessarily go to Georgia. I mean, but to go caching, I would, and then we can all, it's once we rent a car, we can spread out too. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we can't relate to.
Yeah.
So
we actually met through geocaching.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, probably 15. Well, whenever you started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in
07?
Oh, yeah. All the cache pages were in black and white. And
Yeah.
So, but like Scott said, there's a lot of people on our panel tonight that are in the same situation.
With snuggle muggles or
I like what Jay and LA said, just her huggle.
her huggle. Yeah.
Well, our agreement is no matter where we go, I'm allowed to get one cache, or at least try for a cache everywhere we go. And if I can't get the first, because sometimes you can't get whatever you start looking for.
Sure.
I can try for another one. So I try to have a nice list, but I can't. He's not patient enough for me to try for anything tricky. So they have all got to be like 1.1, 1.5s, maybe up to a 2. Because he doesn't have the patience. He starts going, you said this was going to be an easy one. You said this was going to be easy, and I want to get going.
Yeah.
So,
that
so I don't get to high difficulty is, I don't get to do those as often as I'd like.
Yeah.
So one of the local people here, her husband is a muggle, but he loves coming to events. Who are
you talking about?
KSSX.
Oh yeah, Kim.
Yeah, he loves the social aspect of it. And but he doesn't have an account, but he'll go out with her or not go out with her, but he's at every event.
Very social. And I have actually seen partnerships break up over geocaching. Obviously, maybe there have been other issues beyond that. But so, kudos for those of us that navigate, working with a a partner that isn't as much into our hobby. We all don't have to
Yeah.
do everything together.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm curious where exactly on the island, you don't say exactly, but where on
Oh.
the big island you are?
Oh, I live in Captain Cook. So the other thing that people like to do from here, I've only done it once with somebody who no longer a cashier, very experienced, who's actually moved off the island. She used to we used to partner up once in a while, is to go down the trail down to the bay, down to Captain Cook Bay. I'm very close to that trail. And I've done that once and gotten the cache. There was an earth cache there, which seems to have disappeared. I'm not too sure why. I'm not too sure how an earth cache, but it's been disabled. There is a traditional cache down that trail, down towards the bottom, which we did find. And it looks like somebody has just created a new cache there. I saw it the other day. I'm not too sure, to be perfectly honest, that I'm willing to make the hike all the way down to the bottom again for the cache. It was very stressful. Doing that. It was my I have a problem with my hip, so doing that, the hike back up I was in a lot of pain the next day. So I have to decide if I want to do it's not like it's a 5.0 kind of a thing. It's just steep and long. And yeah, I'd have to make that decision as to whether my hip was going to handle it. But if you're in relatively good shape, it's not that hard to do. And it's right up the road from my house.
Wow. Okay.
So that's a really popular thing that people do is go down that hike.
Yeah, I'd love to get back to the Big Island. It's been a long time. And I was just I went to the Hilo side.
Yeah.
I only had 48 hours. So it was a very fast trip. This guy, we've only been to Kauai together. So love to take you to the Big Island. Yes, we did. Yeah. Well, I do see that we are well past an hour for a little bit. I do have a hand. I missed it completely. So thank you. It's really good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And thank
I'll
you for
try.
your
I've
patience.
been on this once before, and it's just the timing is a little awkward for me sometimes.
Exactly.
But I'll get because of the time difference. But I'll try to get on.
Yeah.
I like to meet people.
Awesome. Great. Well, have a great rest of your afternoon.
Thank you.
Yes. Hey, go ahead, Scott.
So the only thing I had for Serda is if that Earth cache got archived, it's probably because the geocacher was inactive. And now here's a great opportunity for you to go to that location, alter the topic, not the topic, alter the description, but use the topic and create your own Earth cache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Something
Thanks.
to think about.
And I saw that you're in the LA area. We do get to LA once in a while, so I will keep your contact information.
Thank you very much.
Every so often. That'd be lovely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Scott's an excellent geo tour guide.
You got to be careful because right now it's like Spokane hot there. So yeah, you got to be careful.
Spokane.
And hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been hot here.
So I've been noticing chat, Big Jim 60, he's got stuff going on. He's traveling here shortly to many places. So
okay.
Yeah.
I missed some of it, but yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Road tripping away.
Yeah. Well, do we have any pet check quickly before we wrap up? I see JNLA's got a beautiful kitty there. I'm not sure where
Per
our guy
usual.
is. I think he might have fallen asleep.
Yeah. Or he went outside. He's still outside.
Yeah.
This cat. So yeah, it has been, today wasn't bad here in our side of Washington State, but it gets hot every once in a while.
Hundreds.
And that's
and our Spokane River dried up.
Yeah. And when we were on the Pulaski Trail, it was a super hot day. It was nearing 100-ish there. But that trail ran along a creek and was mostly shade. That was the place to be. It was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice day. At least it's a dry heat mostly here. Yeah. But Hilo, our cat, Hilo is his name. Or the cat was named Kona. Um, he's outside. We have the only cat in the world that doesn't go beyond the cement on our front patio. He just hangs out on the patio and then comes back.
Mhm.
That's it.
So from YouTube, Vince is letting Scott know that darn, you're gonna miss the chili cook-off.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, and he's also looked at
That challenge.
the challenge, and he's missing an Earth cache for January.
Well, there we go. Next
Yeah.
January. Get that Earth cache.
Hmm.
And I see Molly is looking out the back door. Yeah. And Zoe was thinking
Yeah.
about she's moved on. Sorry. Yeah, they do that, those cats.
So I'm wondering
So-
if Molly recognized Nancy
Is
and
Molly?
Bob
She
when
is.
they came back.
She survived without you guys. Yeah.
She missed us.
I bet. I bet.
She definitely missed us. She was nice to us for 2 whole days when we got back.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Mostly,
Now she,
mostly our
yeah.
cast chew us out for the first 2 days
Yeah.
and then forgive us.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, depends.
well, now she's back to her ornery self. So
Ah, oh, good.
yeah,
Excellent.
she's been banned from going to events with us for a little bit because she's been so mean to other people.
Oh
Oh,
no.
really? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's that catitude, that
Yeah.
tortitude of her.
Fortitude.
She's terrible.
Oh.
It's nice to see you guys. I
Yeah.
forgot all about Mappy Hour. I apologize.
Oh, that's
no
I've just
okay.
been
worries.
You
chilling.
probably have jet lag still.
Well, we don't,
Okay.
which is good.
Oh.
Yeah, I see Annette's on here and
Mhm.
must be Dick in the background there, but yeah, we had a really great trip. I hope she said something about it.
She did.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had a lot of
She
fun.
did. Yeah.
She
But
said how you guys were abusive to front license plates.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know about ours being gone until
Mm-hmm.
Ivers turned in the Jeep
Hmm.
and they said, "Oh, you're missing a front license plate." It's like, "Oh." It was kind of funny.
They put them on a little bit.
They must use magnets or something,
Oh,
but for river crossings, that doesn't work real well.
No,
Yeah.
more car washes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
we'll have to go.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My brother went with us too,
Yeah.
and he had a really grand time. And I don't know if Annette told you, but I did something. I did something crazy. I went ziplining.
Ooh,
You did.
Yeah, 5
Awesome.
times. 5 times.
wow.
It was kind of fun.
Oh, good.
I guess.
There's just something
Fun.
though about like running and jumping off a cliff.
Yeah.
Now, when I could fall backwards, it wasn't a problem.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Ah, there's a creek crossing, huh?
Well, who's driving that?
That was scouting forever.
Yeah, they had two rigs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just like the way the wind and the timing of the picture, it makes the driving look almost reckless.
Yeah. It does look like the moon. Yeah. Awesome. But
Yeah,
over
it
an
was a
hour or so,
blast.
maybe next in 2 weeks when we convene again, we can hear all about your experiences on your big trip. So
I do have a
Well,
question
oh, mhm,
before we go.
mhm.
Sorry, Nancy, but
it's okay.
Angel Bandits are asking, is anyone doing the cash cruise next June?
Hmm.
And they surmise based on that picture, that's where the plate went.
No,
Yep.
yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't know which cash cruise they're referencing. I know there's a couple
There is,
that
aren't they?
happen.
Aren't they
Different
mostly
people
run by land sharks?
necessarily.
It's a land sharks cruise.
Is
It
it
is it?
sharks? Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Next June.
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of. So
Yeah, nobody's raising their hand yet,
yeah.
but it's
Feedback Tribe, I think, is going.
Oh, okay. Cool, Lori. Yeah, normally Lori is on online with us.
but she's recuperating from her trip.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, Angel Bandit. Yeah, we'll look that up ourselves, take a look into it. With Celebrity? Oh, that's
Okay.
Cruise Line or
Okay.
yeah, we're Princess Cruise Lines, but yeah.
Oh, like we
Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Well, cool. It's been great hearing about everybody's, what did you do on your summer vacation? Some of us are in eternal ongoing vacations. And we're looking forward to getting there ourselves.
I ask every week.
I know. And yeah, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up for this evening. So
And just I'll clarify.
Oh, okay.
So what Angel Bandit's talking about, Geocache Network.
Oh, Geocache Talk Network.
Geocache Talk Network is hosting that one with Celebrity
Okay.
Cruise Line. I think that's a cruise line, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Jane LA has a new cat. Or the cat just turned white.
A different cat.
Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody have a fantastic Labor Day weekend. Should be a lot of fun for folks or relaxing. We're just kind of playing it by ear here. We don't have any big plans, other than hopefully some family get-togethers and some baseball. So,
Mm-hmm.
So everyone have a great time, and we will see you all in 2 weeks. Here, same cache time, same cache channel.
Well,
Oh,
everyone
what?
except me.
Oh,
Well,
that's
I'll
good.
be on the road at the time, so.
Yeah, this guy's you'll be flying home
Yep.
from Arkansas.
Yep.
So maybe you can join us from the plane.
Oh.
I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please come. I'm going to be lonely by then. He'll be gone for almost a week.
It'll be one of the best shows ever.
Oh,
'Cause,
boy.
I got there, so.
Oh, I'm gonna have to run YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good to see you all. Safe travels and good to see everybody back from all of their big adventures and keep on having.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Scott. So who is sponsoring Mappy Hour?
Pepsi Cola.
No. Actually, I think it's going to be, well, two things. One is we do still have a few of our Advent boxes available. We had big sales. The bonus is gone. The bonus to sign up to get the extra bonus coin, that is gone. But that doesn't mean you can't still get a fantastic box for our Advent box. Just go to cash-advance.com. And that's where you'll find all the information about our Advent box, which is all about geocaching around the world. So we're going to be featuring different parts of the world and different types of geocaching. And Chris Mackey is doing the coins. Super excited about all of how that is coming together. And then the other thing, which we'll be talking about possibly in 2 weeks, but today for sure, is cache crates. We're going to be doing a big promotion for anybody that wants to be a part of any of the Cache Crate subscriptions, all of our 6 different subscriptions that we have. If you are a premium member, be sure to pay attention to the premium perk coming out September 9th. That email that comes out from HQ, there's going to be a really nice perk in there for folks that are not Cache Crate members yet. If you'd like to join in, you can be a nice thing there. And then everybody else will be getting a bonus as well, any new members coming in September. So check that out. That is cachecrate.com. Cache. So I can spell.
There you go.
Yeah, didn't get the www and all that good stuff. It's cachecrate.com to learn about our subscriptions. I'm going to be updating that website, so it's going to have a lot more information on that next week. And then, of course, Cash Dash Advance, where all of our e-commerce items are, and we ship worldwide. We ship to Hawaii. There's no, I know some companies don't like to ship to Hawaii and Alaska, and that doesn't matter to us. We ship all around the world. Yeah, I think every continent except Antarctica that we've shipped to so far.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's how you do Cache Crate.
Cache Crate. Oh, that's one way to spell it for sure. I like it. Thank you, Scott. So you can definitely get that if you want to get the Advent box. It's a fun 12 days of unboxings. And yeah, I'm really excited about how this one is coming together. It's really nice. So everybody, thank you all.
Thank
for
you,
being
East Coasters,
here.
for staying up this long.
For sure. And West Coasters and beyond for joining us as well. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks. I'll be talking to you in 2 weeks.